I think most guys want to have multiple women. It's just that can a lot of guys pull it off? A lot of times they can't. It's difficult.
I don't think they can handle it
or afford
it. Their bank account can't handle it.
That's what I said.
It's not about. It's not even about. It's not even about affording it. It's about a lot of girls. You have to have like rock iron frame when you deal with it. Like for example, like I don't sit here and explain myself to women. I don't think men should ever explain themselves to women. I don't negotiate with women. It's like this is the way it is, and that's it. Like I'm the authority. You're the woman. You listen to what I say, and that's it. There's no misogyny. It's like any of this bullshit. You know, and I don't believe in equality between the genders. I don't think men and women are equal at all. I think women want a certain kind of guy that has his shit together, that could be a leader, etc. What the fuck do I look like as a leader asking for your permission? That's ridiculous.
So men that like women that are dominant, does that make them men that like women that are dominant? Does that make them?
Those are men that women don't desire.
Yep, pretty much.
Pretty much.
That's a submissive man you're describing, and most women don't want that.
Okay.
Is that the same with the men who want you to pay for stuff and like they like ambitious women?
That's a
Is
boy.
that the same?
That's
what?
That's a jam.
Well,
that's someone that can't afford their own bills.
Well, not all the time. Some men require.
Bro, those are men that just don't
date
like
with
you.
a man who says 50-50.
Yeah,
I
no.
No.
Honestly,
I don't
no
think
one ever whipped that shit out.
No. But the thing is, you say 50-50 is wrong. I think that's like a good thing because you make it
serious?
Yes.
Wait, what? Wait, you agree or you disagree?
So you
with
think
that?
a woman should be a provider?
No, I think 50-50
then why would you go
50-50?
Okay,
50-50 is fine because you shouldn't expect a male to provide everything for you.
If he's going 50-50, he's going.
All right, hold on, ladies. Let her finish her thought, and then you guys can go ahead and say what you want to say.
Okay,
Go ahead,
just give me
finish your
20
thought.
seconds.
Yeah.
So I think that if you're claiming to be an independent ass bitch, you should not, and then you meet a man that provides for you, you should not be mad if he doesn't provide everything for you.
If you're independent, why do you need a man?
No, hold up. If he gives you the dinner, I can get the movie. What's wrong with that?
So you're saying that you want to be a provider. That's what
I don't want to be a provider, but I think it's fine to... I think it's okay to give back.
So she's saying it's okay to go 50-50. Why do you disagree with that? Go ahead. I'll turn it to each of you to say your point.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, it's just, okay, it's really big. To me, it's just at the beginning, it's really important. A man is not going to come to me and say 50-50. Like, that's just gives, like, the rest of the relationship.
Not only isn't a standard, but I think women provide a different type, not necessarily money, but we provide an emotional care, a nurturing aspect. We're not a provider to go out in the world and fend for like for ourselves and a family. That's a man's job. And
but sometimes men, he just said men don't give a shit about that.
Oh, but okay, we're talking about men that
empathy.
What?
Wait, what?
So well, he said that men don't give a shit about women's personality.
But listen, no. He's talking about in a relationship aspect. I'm talking about
that's
like,
what
in a
I'm
family
talking about
aspect.
as well.
Yeah, I'm talking about and if I'm married to some guy and I'm supposed to take care of the kids. I'm supposed to I have different roles.
We play a role, yeah.
And my role is not to be a provider.
Okay, so you disagree with if he's a stay-at-home dad and you provide the bills.
Correct.
You can't do that.
That's
so
not
you
a
want to
man.
work while you're
that is
pregnant?
not a man.
That is a man.
A
man that takes care of his family, his
Can
kin?
I ask you something?
How is he
Does
taking care
your
of his
dad
family?
take care of your family?
Yes, he takes care of my family, and so does my mom.
What does your mom do?
My
work
mom
for your
is
dad.
an entrepreneur. No, she does not work for.
You
she
just
works
said that
for
both
herself.
of your parents own the schools.
Yes, they do.
So do you want to work while you're pregnant, like 9 months pregnant?
No, I don't.
Okay, so how are you gonna go 50-50?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
you have to work while you're
Wait,
pregnant.
hold up.
Don't, you can't be delusional.
No, I'm not being delusional.
You're gonna work while you're
Like I
pregnant.
heard, you like
No, the thing
okay
is,
to take
my
your man
mom
out.
owns a school, my dad owns a school. They're both principals. They're co-principals. It's 50-50. My mom started the school. My dad came to her vision.
Well, who are the students?
My dad was in the military before he joined the school.
I just asked you who provides for your family. You said your dad.
Okay, but so does my mom.
Okay, so she has to work while she's pregnant. She got okay, so
she
when
did
the
not
bills
work
are
when
due.
she was pregnant.
Okay, because the man provides. That's why your mom didn't work.
But I don't.
If you're 50-50, it's 50-50
And that's okay.
throughout.
You're gonna. That's why you attract $4 men.
9 months
That's
pregnant.
why you attract people.
9 months pregnant, you're gonna be serving. 9 months pregnant, you're gonna be at the CVS.
And I don't want that to be disrespectful, but honestly, you have to set a standard for yourself.
The thing is, I was a jit when I dated that kid, so I don't have the same
mentality.
mentality.
You have the same mentality.
No, I don't. Renee, you don't know me, so you can't say I have the same mentality.
You said you're okay with going 50-50.
50-50 is fine. If he gives the movie, I give the dinner. Like, there's nothing
different. Like, I
that's
heard
not
you there, but that's not 50-50.
That's 50-50.
Okay,
That's if you want to treat your
70-30,
man.
like it's the
No,
same shit.
50-50 is when the rent is due, no matter if you're 9 months pregnant,
And you're
if you're
splitting
sick,
that shit. You should
if
not be
you're
splitting
I'm not talking
rent.
about marriage. I'm not talking about
But
marriage.
like, if you're in a relationship,
Aspect.
if you're in a relationship,
Okay,
it's 50-50
but why
throughout.
are you two against 50-50? What's
Because
wrong with
Because
that?
I don't
because
wanna
that's
work
not
while
how
I'm
it was
pregnant.
raised. My parents are very traditional, and my dad provides.
So are mine, but I'm saying
Obviously
I
not
don't
if they
like
don't
I
follow
don't
the
like men
rules.
spending money on me because I've always been
Well,
raised
that's
to
why
be
you got.
independent.
That's why you spent
don't get anything
$4 on
from
you.
men.
That's why you got a
can't
4
be-
for 4.
You can't be against
That's
it.
why.
You can't be
Dang.
against
That's
it.
why.
Damn, son.
Don't feel bad.
Where'd you
No, but
find
I'm
this?
saying honestly, I learned from that, and I know my worth now. But I'm saying
But
like,
But you're
No,
still
you're
attracted to the
doing
same
it.
kind of man.
You
You're
still
still
wanna-
attracted.
you
listening
still
to what
wanna go
I'm
50-50.
saying, though.
No, you're not listening because you still have the same type
You
of guys.
you still want
I
to date a
don't.
brokey.
Mama,
do.
you just said 50-50.
You
like,
wanna date a
you
guy-
trusted that
I'm
you wanna
saying
do
no.
that.
I'm saying in the future when I'm married, I don't think there's an issue.
Mo?
Like if your husband loses your job, what are you gonna do?
Okay, he just said he's smart with his
No,
money.
I'm saying what are you going to
Okay,
do?
but my husband should be smart with his money. If he
There
loses
should
his
be
job,
plan
there should be
Bs,
other
plan Cs.
Okay, but say he doesn't have wealth.
But I would
like
never be
fit
with a
here.
man who's like
I
that.
don't want to be with the
Exactly.
guy who's gonna lose
Okay,
his
but
job
what
and fall
if he
on his
loses
butt.
his job 10 years into the relationship?
He should have other money.
There
Are you
should
gonna
definitely be
leave? Are
plan
you going
C
to
lined
leave him?
up.
If you have a
How is
child
that
with him, are
different
you
than
going to leave
delusional?
him?
What she says.
It's
I mean, I don't
listening.
understand. How is it different than like she just called her delusional? How is it different than when you said she should have backup plans and things like that?
That's not delusional.
How
That's
is
just
that
being smart. How are you
Right.
going to move out and say, "Oh, I'm fine with my one job"? Are you not going to think, "What if I get fired?
Yeah.
What if I can't come up
Especially
with
as a
that?"
man,
That
if
is-
you're going to be
you need plan
providing,
Bs,
you
plan
need to
Cs,
have
and that's for men,
multiple
women, and
streams of
anybody.
Okay, so the men that you
You
would be
need
in
to
the
have a-
future, you would have a
If
plan.
you're
fair
being
enough. Yeah.
like really like smart, yeah. How are you just gonna dive into something
No,
and say,
but
"I'm good off of that"? You need
What,
plan B.
what
plan
about
C.
like what
This
about
This is funny, bro.
No,
what
no,
if
hey,
it was a drastic situation, something happens and he loses his business?
He should have a
But
plan
that-
B. He should
exactly,
have
there
really-
should always
should
have
have
a
plan.
plan.
Don't people say if you have a plan B, that means you think plan A is going to fail?
What?
A man should have multiple streams of income. Okay, if you're a man who's gonna say, "I want to provide for you,"
But see,
you
if
should
you're
have
with a
multiple
50-50 man,
streams.
you will never find a man who has those types
Yeah.
of ambitions.
Anybody that has that mindset.
Real quick,
That's
we
true.
got 21K watching, guys. Like
Yeah.
the video. Sub to the channel.
So
on
you
Rumble,
you believe in
YouTube.
50-50 relationships? You don't.
No.
Do you believe in 50-50?
No.
You don't? Okay.
No.
You don't,
That's why she
clearly.
has a
You
ring.
don't.
No.
Do you believe in 50-50 relationships?
No,
No?
I
Okay.
believe.
Okay. But your relationship right now is not a 50-50.
Yeah, you're.
But the money
housewife.
is we make together.
No,
But
you,
that's not the same.
No, he did.
You're
Mama,
there
you're
to
a
support,
housewife.
like emotionally.
You're a housewife.
You're a
Yeah.
housewife. You're not
I built
providing.
his career. Without
You are
me,
moral
he's still
But
nothing.
that's what we're saying as women. Sorry, we play different roles. Like we're there to like help you.
We're talking
like,
about
build
making
up.
money.
We're not-
50-50 for making
Yeah,
money.
you're
Like
not
when the rent
providing
is
money.
due, you
No,
pay
but
half.
Wait.
No, she's saying
Wait,
without
wait.
her,
Let-
her man would have a
Let her
career.
answer real
Yeah,
quick.
but she doesn't work now, though.
Moral support.
So you were
That's
saying.
But she's
different
reaping the
roles.
benefits.
I'm not working right
She's
now.
a
It's because I'm
Not
prepared for
reaping.
my master degree.
No, I understand that. But I'm saying, but do you believe in 50-50 relationships?
Yes, I believe.
Okay, so when the rent is due, you pay half every single month.
Yes, I'm able to do that.
Okay. So when you're pregnant, you're still going to be paying 9 months pregnant. You're going to be paying half.
In my culture, all the women like this.
Okay.
Doctor.
Something's off here.
What's off?
It doesn't make sense.
She's a housewife.
Yeah, no.
No,
it
but
doesn't.
I think she is gaining the benefits of she planted a seed. It's a full blown tree now, and she's reaping. I mean, she's getting
She
those
just said that
benefits
her husband
from.
was looking for jobs
No,
here.
but I'm saying she invested into her husband. She invested into her man, and
Emotional
because
support.
listen, because she invested into her man, she's able to be a housewife.
Listen, the China isn't
But
Chinese.
she didn't put.
It's just confusing.
Chinese women don't go 50-50.
China is a
Yeah,
China.
Yeah,
Something's
they don't.
happening
They don't
right
at
here.
all.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't.
not the culture there at
Yeah.
all.
I was
At
gonna
all.
say.
It's
Yeah.
not the West at all.
Yeah,
You can't even compare
China,
China
the
to here.
women, the women want
China
a provider.
woman is
Yeah,
more powerful and stronger than the man.
Wow, go ahead, Empress.
She's westernized.
Empress.
Yeah, something's off
God
here.
damn. Well,
But why do you guys keep bringing up being pregnant? What does that have to do with
Because
it?
you're having sex,
you
you're
have to
gonna
think
get
about
pregnant.
that.
To
That's
have
your
a
future with a
family.
man.
Yeah,
You
you're
think that's
get-
the only thing women are capable of?
But you're
Getting-
gonna get eventually
Why
get pregnant.
else-
If you're thinking
Think
about
of the
marriage,
wild. Why do they
I'm not
mate?
thinking of
Why
Adam
do they
and
mate? Why do they have?
But what if you get pregnant? Eventually you'll get pregnant.
okay.
ring.
Why do they mate to have kids?
I think she's lost.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
I mean,
I
if
just
I do
don't
have a
under-
child, I don't want to do it with someone that doesn't have the money to provide for
Yeah,
me.
but like
living for
I'm
money is
saying,
the mindset.
I can agree to disagree with the whole 50-50, but when I'm pregnant, I don't want to work.
So
I
you don't
think
want
So that's not
50-50.
Yeah, so then you don't
Yeah.
No,
want
but that's
50-50.
the only period where I'm okay not
I
working.
know, but like you're gonna be. How long are you? You're off the workforce for 9 months, probably a year or two when the kids. How are you gonna go back
Yeah,
onto
Mama,
the job
it's not
market?
like that.
Yeah, because
It's not
if you're
that
doing
easy.
50-50,
You
then he
have
just
to
You
gets
have
used
to
to
your
still,
resume.
you still have a child now. It's not a dog.
Yeah,
It's a
but-
child you have
yeah,
to raise.
you're right.
You're not
And
gonna be able
you
to
are
just
And
go
that's
back
where
to
we
work.
come in with
child.
our rules. That's a woman's role right there. When that child's there, you take
You
care of the
take care
kid.
of it.
You nurture. You
And that's a
emotionalize
full-time
them.
job. That's a
So-
full-time
Because
job.
that's not a man's job. Men, like, genetically are not built
But
They're
like
men
not
that.
are
built for
supposed to
any of it.
provide. They're supposed to provide a
That's their
nurturing
job.
aspect too,
Security
That's their
right?
job, and it
money.
happens in
But are they
nature all the
supposed
time.
to provide a
Right, having a
nurturing
kid's a
aspect as
full-time
All right,
well?
stop real quick. I think what it's interesting because like you said you want 50-50, but when they gave you a very real life scenario of you having a kid and being out the workforce for a period of time, then you were like, oh, you know what, maybe no.
Only
and I think that's kind of where feminism lies, because
Yeah.
feminism tells women to chase a career, make money, etc. But when real life hits and you have a kid or whatever it may be, you're not going to want to enter the workforce when you have a fucking baby in the crib. Do you want to leave it with in a daycare or whatever?
stranger,
Most
yeah.
women typically, what I've realized is most girls go into the workforce because they have to. But if they have the luxury where their guy's able to make enough for
They
both of them,
don't.
they'll stay at home for sure with the kid. And I've seen even career women, lawyers, doctors, whatever it may be, they have a kid, they start leaving work earlier, they start getting an itch, they're like, what the fuck am I doing here? So, or they cut back their hours. So I get what you're saying, like, oh, 50-50, it should be this way, but in practicality, it just doesn't work, really. It just doesn't work. And there's a bunch of reasons for that. I don't think women are as ambitious as men when it comes to wealth creation, because you guys just don't have the natural proclivity to create excess resources like men do. You know, women typically make money and say dumb shit like I'm independent. Men make money and say, oh, I can take care of a family now. So we're not the same.
Yeah.
Like, and when women make money and say I'm independent, ask yourself, who are they independent of? They're saying they're independent of
Of a
men.
man.
Do
Yeah.
men think there should be a certain percentage,
Of
or
what?
no? It should only just be providing and then nurturing.
Well,
as
here's
women.
the thing. You can thank feminism for, the feminized men that sit there and say, let's go 50-50. But most girls, and it's interesting how most girls here on the panel don't want a 50-50 relationship. And I would argue most women don't want a 50-50 relationship. They might not admit it. I'm glad you guys admitted it, but most girls don't. And I would argue, even with you, when you get a guy and you have a kid or anything else like that, you're not going to want a 50-50 relationship.
I mean, I was like 100-0 relationship.
Yeah, but
that's
you
why
weren't
you're
pregnant.
talking about
It's
your job.
different. Like
That's
when
where
you
you
get
should
And
have
it didn't
learned
last.
from
real
Think about
reality.
it. It
was
didn't
only
last.
5 months.
Yeah, but it didn't last.
No,
it's
it
a
didn't.
You
real
cheated on him.
reality.
That
Yeah.
should show you right then and there that you don't.
No, but
and
even
that-
if I didn't cheat, I would have left him.
But you did.
No,
that's my
yeah.
point.
Okay,
You did.
and
But
That's
the
my
truth.
point.
You did.
Say
Why
another-
did you cheat?
Yeah.
I
That's my
cheated
point.
because I was bored.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
you were
Alright,
bored
you don't
because
have to
he
tell me my
wasn't
truth.
providing
I
Yeah.
have a genuine question. Would you
You
still
suck-
cheat
You're
if
not
the
telling me I
woman
suck
had a
dick,
child?
nigga.
Huh?
Would you still be cheating if the woman had a child?
That's
with
the
you?
most time men cheat.
I mean,
Yeah,
she's not going to be as attractive as she. I'm going to want other women.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's like when
Shamu.
most men cheat. Like they say, "Oh, my wife."
Yeah, I would
That's like
have.
the
I mean, and here's the thing, man.
highest
Like
time.
any dude every dude I know that has money has other chicks, bro. Every single one. The only thing is I've noticed is that they get escorts. I mean, I'm not with that, but
Yeah, fuck
but
that.
yeah,
What's
but
so wrong about that?
Paying.
Wait, what?
Prostitution?
paying for sex,
What?
I think, is not a good move. I mean,
What if men that pay for OnlyFans, is that the same thing to you?
they're both terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just as
Oh.
bad.
Yeah, OnlyFans even worse.
So it's online.
Paying for
But-
pornography.
But they're not physically touching.
But it's worth
So
it's
how is it
online.
That's why it's worse.
Yeah, that's my worse.
If they
You're
could, they
not getting
probably would.
anything.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Yeah, it's worse. Like, I mean, you're paying for porn. Like, nah, that's a hell.
That's
And I'd argue most women would find that not very unattractive too. If you find out a dude was out here paying for
honestly,
OnlyFans.
if you watch it
Pictures.
yourself, I don't think you should have a problem with it.
All right,
you watch
$4.
you watch porn?
what do you mean?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, so
Yeah, he, needs,
Well.
he needs some help, man.
You're an anomaly. Most women don't watch pornography.
No.
I
Um,
know.
Okay, we got some
Yeah.
chats here, by
I
the
thought
way.
everyone watched porn.
Yeah, just
No.
No,
Really?
very few women watch porn. I mean, you watch porn too?
I thought everyone watched porn. Like I thought, I
that's
feel
not the
like women.
I mean, not on a
lie.
regular.
I think women, not a regular
Yeah.
thing, but yeah, like it's
All
not
right,
like.
but
every
yeah,
night.
watching porn once or twice a month. as a female, that's not that often. There's dudes that watch porn every single day,
multiple times,
10 times a day.
But women watch porn. They just lie about that.
But not like as men.
No,
do.
not to the same
They're not
degree.
watching it 10 times a day.
Yo, shoot point at it, man.
No, I'm not. That's what I. No, that was middle school.
You are.
Put it this way. This is what I always say. If the porn industry relied on female subscriptions and women watching porn to sustain itself, it would go bankrupt in a day.
Oh, yeah.
It would go bankrupt in a day.
Yep.